Okay, we're going to get started. Thank you so much for coming to the grand opening of our Southside Blooms Washington Park Flower Farm. We're really excited to, introduce the city of Chicago to all the work that we're doing here in this neighborhood, as well as to the many partners who have made this a very successful day. Just a little bit about who we are. Southside Blooms, we're a 501c3 nonprofit with the mission of using sustainability to alleviate inner city poverty. We're based in Inglewood, and we do this by taking over vacant lots such as this one and turning them into productive solar-powered flower farms that then we use to create jobs for a lot of the at-risk young people on the south and west sides to work in the floral industry. So, many of the sunflowers that you're seeing behind me, they will go into beautiful bouquets that will be hand wrapped by our young men and then delivered all across the Chicagoland area to sustainably sustain their job development and help induce the floral industry right here on the south side of Chicago. I want to introduce you guys to our partners and let everyone get an opportunity to speak so you can meet them. First up, I would like President Kari Steele of the Board of Commissioners for the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District of Greater Chicago to come up. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. How are you? This hot, sunny day. Well, good afternoon. As stated, my name is Kari Steele, and I am president of the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District of Greater Chicago. Today, I also have with me Commissioner Kimberly Neely du Buclet, who will have a few words to say after I speak. We are proud to be here to join Southside Blooms and partners to celebrate the grand opening of the Washington Park Flower Farm. The Metropolitan Water Reclamation District of Greater Chicago played an integral role in cultivating this new beautiful flower farm by supplying our EQ biosolid compost. Earlier this summer, we delivered 21 truckloads of our EQ biosolid compost. Basically, that's about 278 tons of our EQ compost to work as a soil enhancer to bring these beautiful flowers to life. We believed in this project from the start, and we want to congratulate and thank Quilen Blackwell and Southside Blooms for making this garden a reality. Our EQ biosolid compost is a sustainable product that is beneficial to the environment, free to the public, and created from our treatment process. Basically, we like to say we're recovering our resources. We can take what is considered waste and use it to improve soil and protect the environment by reducing hauling, energy, and landfill costs. The MWRD's biosolid compost promotes soil restoration in urban farming, which can result in increased flower production, reduced food deserts, and improved regional ecosystems. So basically, it promotes positive changes in our economy and land use. And that is exactly what Southside Blooms is about. We want to improve Cook County while revitalizing our communities. We thank everyone here for their partnership and commitment to protecting and promoting a sustainable and resilient environment of community gardening and urban farming. Together, we feel that we can create a more vibrant community, give back to our residents, and of course, make everything a little more beautiful in the place we call home. Thank you, and I would now like to bring to the podium Commissioner Kim Neely du Buclet.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Kim du Buclet, and as my president said, I'm a commissioner with the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District. And I'd like to say a few words. First of all, this summer, MWRD has delivered, as President Steele said, 278 tons or 21 truckloads of compost to enhance the farm soil. These flowers are grown without the use of pesticides, herbicides, or synthetic fertilizers. And every purchase from this flower farm contributes to job creation for at-risk youth and young adults. Finally, I'd like to say these flowers look amazing. And I'm proud that MWRD was able to provide compost, and we're helping to create jobs and economic development which is one of the goals of the R3 program, which provided over $2.5 million in grant funding for this project. So again, we're happy to be here. We're honored to be a part of it. And I'd like to bring up the next speaker, which, my friend Ghian. How are you?
Hello, good. How are you? Thank you very much for being here today. My name is Ghian Foreman. I'm the president and CEO of Emerald South Economic Development Collaborative. We're excited to work with Southside Blooms on the development of the Washington Park location. For us at Emerald South, we've been thinking about the resources that exist in our community. In the 10 South Lakefront communities, there are over 205 acres of vacant land, a lot of which is owned by the city. So as we start to think about the resources that we have currently, the resources coming from the federal government, thinking about our infrastructure, we start to think about how do these public-private partnerships work and work for the best for our community. So this is a great example of where we're using the resources of the Water Reclamation District. We're working with the Alderman's office. We're working with the state of Illinois and ICEJA and R3. The program that we're working on is called Terra Firma. And that program is designed to beautify the vacant land, to turn this vacant land into something that's active, something that can provide good results like what we see here. Our program is based on a program that was done in Philadelphia, where they took vacant lots, the equivalent of the south and west sides of Chicago, and made improvements very similar to this. What they found was that when they did it, property values increased, violent crimes were reduced by 27%, people's sense of mental health and well-being was increased by 69%, and overall quality of life improvements for the community. So as we think about the assets that we have in the community, we're thinking about the people assets, the land assets. This is not only done in partnership with ICEJA and Water Reclamation, but partners like Citibank, partners like Metropolitan Planning Council and Chicago Community Trust. And we're seeking the partnerships of others so we can expand this far beyond Washington Park and Inglewood, but really throughout the city, because we believe that our communities need this kind of assistance. Thank you very much. Turn it over next to Mitch.
Thank you, Ghian. My name is Mitchell Troup. Good morning, everyone. I'm the R3 program grant manager at ICEJA. And just a little bit, the R3 program has been mentioned a few times before. I just want to give you a little background on that. R3 stands for Restore, Reinvest, and Renew. The program was established as part of the legalization of adult use cannabis in Illinois. And the idea here was really to make the legalization of cannabis into the most equitable program that we could carry out throughout the nation. And so as a result, as part of the legalization, 25% of the tax revenues from adult use cannabis go directly into a trust fund that is used for grant programs that will for a variety of grants throughout the state that will address the disinvestment, the poverty, violence, and lack of opportunity and funds throughout states, particularly those that were impacted by incarceration due to the war on drugs. And so with that intent, the idea was really that these funds would be used for programs in youth development, programs in economic development, civil legal aid, reentry, and violence prevention. I think that as you've heard folks talk, you can hear that a lot of those program priorities are identified in this program as well, particularly youth development, economic development, and violence prevention. And I think that as a result, the focus of this program is really embodying what the R3 program overall is about. The program values equity, collaboration, and community-driven leadership, which are also aspects that I think we all see here. And as such, as the program manager for R3 with the Illinois Criminal Justice Information Authority, I'm pleased and very proud to see these values come to fruition here in this program. I've already worked extensively with Emerald South, who has, as was mentioned, received $2.5 million from the R3 grant for this and related programs, and its overall collaboration to do work like this. And I'm really, really excited to continue working with them and to see what else we can work on together. So, thank you.
Morning, everyone. My name is Yaacov Delaney. I'm the director of Lieutenant Governor Stratton's Justice, Equity, and Opportunity Initiative. Unfortunately, Lieutenant Governor was unable to be here with us this morning, but I'm excited to be here on her behalf. She sends greetings and hopes that you and your loved ones are well. As we look around us, this is what collaboration looks like. This is what compassionate policymaking looks like. And this is what inclusive grant making looks like. Lieutenant Governor is very proud to chair the Restore, Reinvest, and Renew Program Board. Mitch mentioned that we call it R3 program for short, and it uses 25% of tax revenues from adult use cannabis sales to fund programs to reinvest in marginalized Black and brown communities across the state. Programs just like this one, which is the reason we are here today. As a restorative justice practitioner myself, I believe the R3 program is designed with restorative justice principles that seek to heal systemic harm that has caused generational pain and trauma in Black and brown communities. In restorative justice spaces, we say the wisdom is in the room. And that means the people who are directly impacted by the problem, we often have the solutions, yet we don't have the necessary resources until now. Emerald South, as Mitch mentioned, Emerald South received $2.5 million in the first round of R3 funding. This is an example of what can happen when we invest in community-based solutions to our state challenges. We are honored to support Emerald South and other organizations that are so deeply rooted in these neighborhoods. This work is only the beginning. There will be other R3 grants available in the future, and we are working hard to plan for the next round of funding. If you're interested in receiving information about future R3 funding opportunities, don't hesitate to reach out to me, as well as Mitch and ICEJA, the ICEJA team. And as I close, I would like to thank all of the other speakers for participating today, as well as Southside Blooms, Emerald South, Chicago Eco House, the Southeast Chicago Commission, ICEJA, and the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District for their collaboration on this project. Thank you again for having me here today, and I look forward to continuing to collaborate with you all in the very near future. Thank you.
Hi, good morning. My name is Diane Burnham, and I'm the Executive Director of the Southeast Chicago Commission. And since 1999, the SECC has been doing beautification grants throughout the 5 Mid-South neighborhoods of Hyde Park, Kenwood, Oakland, Washington Park, and Woodlawn. And we're really excited to be here today in our 22nd year of offering beautification and micro investments into the neighborhood. This is our second or third time working with Chicago Eco House, and we're really proud to see their expansion this year and this lovely, beautiful garden behind us, and also the opportunities that it creates for economic investment in Washington Park. We would definitely like to thank all of our partners. This is a great example that we can do more together. And also funders of the Neighborhood Enhancement Grant, MacArthur Foundation, the Smith Fund of the Chicago Community Trust, and then I think that's it, and us. So thank you all so much for being here today, and I'm going to turn it back over to Quilen.
Okay, all right, thank you so much to all of our partners. Next up is going to be our ceremonial planting of our flowers here. These are Mariachi Fuego flowers. We were going to get a hydrangea bush, but they're sold out, so this is going to have to do. So yeah, we can have everyone just kind of do a little shovelful into the hole and plant it together and get out of this sun. All right? All right, 1, 2, 3.
Southside Blooms.